DSLR film.
NOOB. It seems like there are audio solutions coming out all the time for DSLR filmmakers. One of the latest ones is this little guy right here. This is the JuicLink DS214. This is a low noise preamp with AGC disable built in. So this could be good for something like the Canon 7D or the T2i if you're not running Magic Lantern firmware update. This thing runs about $144. It's small and it's designed to be camera mounted. So let's test this out and see how it sounds. All right, when your JuicLink DS214 shows up, you get this little white box right here. So let's open that up. Inside, you get the JuicLink DS214, this little box right here. We'll set that off to the side. You get this little tiny quarter 20 bolt with a bit of rubber gasket material on it. And of course, you end up with this guy right here, which is a short little stereo cable to adapt this to your camera. You also get this little card right here that basically tells you that the manual is not included and you need to visit JuicLink's website. Alright, so this is the JuicLink DS214 plugged directly into my Canon 7D without the AGC disable turned on. Now let's go ahead and turn the AGC disabled on. Alright, so this is the JuicLink DS214 plugged directly into my Canon 7D with the AGC disable turned on. Hopefully you should notice a difference between the audio that was run directly into the camera and the audio that has the AGC disable function turned on the JuicLink. Alright, working with an AGC disabled clip can be a little bit tricky. So let's take one of those AGC clips I recorded and drag it into the timeline here. Now that it's in the sequence, you'll notice that the right hand channel is kind of filled up with a wall of noise. The left hand channel is fairly clean and looks like normal audio. If you hit play on this, you'll hear the hissing sound that's associated with AGC disabled track. So in order to correct this, you're going to need to go to your effects pane and type in the word left. Down there at the bottom part, you'll see an effect that says left fill. Go ahead and drag that over onto your audio clip there. Once that's on, go ahead and hit play and you'll notice that... Alright, now this is the JuicLink DS214 with the AGC disabler turned on, plugged directly into my Canon 7D. Hopefully there should be a difference in audio quality. The audio sounds nice and clean. That's because the audio is just the left track copied over to the right track. So basically you're using one mono track to fill up a stereo channel. As far as audio quality goes, the JuicLink DS214 does a great job. But my two major complaints are actually in the way it's designed. First, this cable right here, if you look, it's pretty darn short. Barely have enough room to get up to the box when this is mounted in this particular position. The other complaint is where the quarter 20 hole is on this JuicLink adapter. Basically, it's on the bottom only, so you have to mount this upright if you're using the hot shoe on your camera. Otherwise, you have to use the proprietary JuicLink adapter, which is a bar that goes across the top and allows this unit to be mounted upside down right here. I did just purchase a MakerBot, so I thought I'd come up with a solution for mounting this little guy on my camera properly. I came up with this little box right here. Basically, this gives you a cold shoe adapter on the bottom and a cold shoe adapter on the top, along with a quarter 20 and a quarter 20, so that you can mount this thing in a flat position and still be able to mount something on top of it, say a microphone or what have you. Basically, it just threads into the back of this guy like so. And once you've got that done, then you can adapt this to, say, a wireless microphone setup on top, or you can put, a Rode video mic or something like that. Something that makes it a little bit more convenient than its original configuration. Once I had my custom adapter mounted on the top of this, it makes it a little bit more convenient. You can actually mount the box forward so you can get to all the controls from the front of the camera, and it gives you a nice spot to mount a device on the top of your camera, say a microphone or a wireless device. It's a little bit more handy and makes this a lot more usable. Even though the JuicLink DS214 does a good job of disabling AGC on your Canon 7D, it's still not 100% foolproof. The AGC disable gives you meters on the front of the JuicLink device, but the meters don't necessarily correspond with the audio that's being recorded directly into your Canon 7D. When I was testing this, a few of the times I ended up with some peaked audio where it was showing yellow on the meter here and not showing red. This is kind of hard to tell what's going on inside the camera because you don't have any kind of output on the 7D. Now if you have the T2i or the 5D Mark II, you can always use Magic Lantern and add nice audio level meters to your screen so you can see where your audio levels are. I wish they would update the Canon 7D for this, but until then, you have to make do with devices like this. I think overall the JuicLink DS214 is a pretty handy little device. $144 is a little bit expensive, but it's not too bad when you consider you probably spent $700 or $800 on your camera and lens combination. This little guy does a good job of disabling AGC and has a fairly clean audio amplifier built into it. The only problem I've had with this is the mounting and the cable. You can always buy a longer cable, so that's not a problem. And my little adapter here seems to have solved my complaints about the position of the quarter 20 on this device. I'll have more information and a full write-up on the JuicLink DS214 over at DSLRfilmnoob.com. Also, I have a little more information on this adapter I made. If there's enough interest in it, maybe I'll manufacture a few more of them and put them up for sale on eBay so people can have a convenient way to mount their JuicLink DS214 to their camera. As always, thanks for watching. And if you like this content, please subscribe.